Alright guys, so welcome to day 6 of our 30 days of Photoshop retouching challenge. And in today's video, we're going to learn how to smoothen skin, as I always do. And then we're going to learn how to create your figure separation adjustment layers as well. And then we're going to learn how to color grade our image. And then we're going to learn how to remove pimples and then do some background manipulations on our image. And then learn how to clean backgrounds as well. So if you are a beginner or you're an intermediate and you're having any problems with how to do any of this, I'll recommend this video for you. My name is Akodidi and welcome back to another Photoshop tutorial. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video and then start editing. But before that, subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like these videos as well. Now let's jump straight into Photoshop and then start editing. Alright, so we have our image over here. Just going to zoom out. Let me zoom in once more so that we can inspect our image to see anything that we'll be doing. So just Control or Alt and then use the scroll button on the mouse to zoom in to your image. So as you can see, there are some pimples and then some stuff on the face that needs to be removed. I call this the basic cleanup. So I'm just going to press and hold Control J to make a duplicate of the background layer like that. I'm going to use the spot healing brush tool to clean this off. So I'm just going to brush on it like that to remove any of this stuff from the face of our model. Alright, so I'm just going to brush like that to remove. So you're going to repeat this to all her face to make sure everything is removed. Just make sure this is done first. Otherwise, after you create your figure separation adjustment layers and then you're going to do it, you are separating in the figure separation adjustment layers, you're going to separate the background, you're going to separate the textures from the colors of the image. So whenever you are doing this during your figure separation, it's going to create a double work for you where you're going to have to do this on the texture layer and then you're going to have to do it on the color layer as well, which doesn't save time. So if you really want to save time, I'll recommend that you do this first before you start the remaining edits. Alright, so let's just go ahead and then just remove all of this stuff from my face. Now we're going to go to cleaning the background. I'm going to use the brush tool to do this. I'm just going to select and then just drag to a much cleaner area. Just drag to a cleaner area like that. And circle the side as well. Just take your time when you're doing this to clean your image and get a perfect image. So I'm just going to speed this side up and I'm going to be right back. Alright guys, so I'm done with the background cleanup and then the skin cleanup. So we're going to move to the next step. So what we're going to do now is we're going to create our figure separation adjustment layers. So I'm going to make another duplicate of the layer 1, that is Control J, to make the duplicate over here like this. So I'm going to select and then rename this to color. That is the lower layer. And then the first one to texture. Like that. Then I'm going to select the color layer, hide the texture layer. I'm going to come to filter. I'm going to come to blur, Gaussian blur. I'm going to set the radius at 4.0. Yeah, and I'm going to select OK over here like this. So just make sure you're not seeing any visible details on the image, and that is just enough. Alright, so we're going to select texture layer now and then make this visible. And then I'm going to come to image, applied image over here. I'm going to change this to color. That is a layer to color. And then a channel, I'm going to leave the channel at RGB and then change or keep this at subtract and then the opacity at 100% and then the scale at 2 and then offset at 128. I'm going to select OK. Then with the texture layer still selected, I'm going to come to the blend modes over here and change this to linear light. As you can see, our image is back to how it was before. If your image doesn't reverse to how it was before, then I think there is a mistake somewhere. So I'll recommend or advise that you go back and then create this again and then make sure you're using the settings that I used to do this. And I'm going to get the image like this. All right, so let's proceed. So I'm going to select the texture layer now and I'm going to start smoothing the skin and then the background along with it. All right, Control 0 to zoom out. So let's put this in a group first. Like this, select both and then Control G and rename this to FS. That's frequency separation. If you want this action for you, created for you seamlessly and then easily, I have this in my digital store. You can just check it out. The link is in the description box below. So we're going to proceed. Select the color layer like this. And then we're going to come to the mixer brush tool. As you know, I normally use the mixer brush tool to do my skin smoothing. So I'm going to use this for it as well. So and I'm going to smoothing the skin. So I'm going to come here to a cheek as I'm going to start. So check out this side as well. And then there's the settings that I'm using. The wet at 40%, the load at 16%, the mix at 31%, and then the flow at 48%. And then this at 10%. This is the settings that I'm going to use to do this today. All right. So let's proceed. So I'm going to select, with the mixer brush to self selected, let's just go ahead and then just start brushing. That. And always mind you to keep this at clean brush and then this unchecked and this checked and then this at custom. All right, now let's proceed. Just gonna brush. Use the open and close bracket keys to open and then close or increase or decrease the brush size. Now let me go ahead and then just keep brushing. So always take your time when you're brushing to make sure it gets the best result. So you're just gonna brush and always make sure you're brushing within the tones. I always say this. Make sure you're brushing within the tones. You're not mixing the tones up. Yeah, don't mix the tones up. Don't bring the highlights into the mid-tones and then the mid-tones into the highlights and then the shadows and no, don't mix it up. You're not gonna get a good result. So always make sure you're just maintaining the tones at where they actually are. And then just brushing to smoothing them where they transition. That's where you're gonna focus more on. Sorry. Just make sure the transitions are smooth and nice. All right, so let me move to her arms. So let me increase the brush size a little bit and then just brush like that. Let me know any problems you're facing in the comment section and I'm gonna try to help you as much as I can. So until then, just follow along and then let's go. Let me now zoom out and just check the overall image. Yeah. Let's check the before and after. This is the before. And this is the after. As you can see, our image is looking very nice. So let's just come to her feet. And then just try and then smoothing the skin over there as well. Now let's zoom out. Let me come to the other feet. All right, let's zoom out. Yeah. Our image is looking nice. Let's go to the hair and then smoothing it. Let me zoom in once more. So now let's go ahead and then remove some textures on her face. We're going to select the texture layer and then select the spot healing brush tool. We're going to use this for this. So we're going to just like we did earlier, you're just going to go ahead and then just brush on any parts of her face that you don't like. You're just going to go ahead and then just brush like that. Now let's zoom out. As you can see, our image is looking very smooth. The skin is looking very smooth and nice. Yeah. So now let's try and then, as you can see, the chair over here is looking kind of dirty. So you're gonna try and then remove some of the discoloration from it, and then try and then just smoothen things out on this on the chair a little bit more. So you're just gonna select the color layer, and then with a mixer brush tool, you're just gonna go ahead and then just brush on it like this. All right, so the chair is looking much better. So now let's go ahead and then start smoothing and then playing around with the background as well. Let me zoom in. So still with the mixer brush tool selected, just gonna go ahead and then just brush gently, just smoothing in the background. Yeah, we're gonna add some manipulations to it as well, so we don't have to stress too much on how the background is gonna look. So we're just gonna focus on the sides that are gonna be visible. That is this side and then her feet area. It's been a long time I spoke about this, but then whenever I do a mistake, just press Control Z, Control Z to undo. Yeah, let's press Control Z to undo. Whenever I'm editing, I just go straight to the point. So it's probably because I've been doing this for so long. So I don't normally use that, or I have a way of doing things. So whenever I do a mistake, I have a way of correcting it without necessarily pressing Control Z. So if you're a newbie, you're new to this, and then you don't really know the controls, and you do a mistake, just press Control Z, and it's gonna bring you back. Control 0 to zoom out once more. I think so. We're done with the background, we're done with the skin, we're done with the hair. So now we're gonna go ahead and then try and manipulate the background. So if you watch the video that I did in the day 5, I just select the background layer like this and come to select and then select subject, I guess. So I think we skip one step. You're supposed to whiten the teeth and then the eyes, but then she's in the dark, she's in the glasses, she's in shade, so there won't be a need for us to whiten her eyes. So we're just gonna whiten just the teeth. Let's quickly do that before we do the background manipulation. Let me zoom in like this to her teeth side area. And we're gonna select the FS as the figure separation. And we're gonna come to our actions. And then we're gonna select teeth and eye. Okay. And it's gonna play it out for us. I have this in my dictate store. If it's not, I wanna put it there soon. So I'm just gonna zoom in with a brush tool selected. And then the foreground color at white. I'm gonna select and zoom in like this. And just brush over her teeth to whiten it up. Zoom out. So this is the effect we're having now on her teeth. Let me just brighten it up a little bit. So first, let's layer selected and then selected, curve selected. We're gonna increase like that to brighten it up a little bit more. All right, so this is what we have now. So let's go ahead and then just add some manipulation to the background. All right, so I'm going to select the background layer like that, and I'm going to come to select and then select subject like that. Yes, as you can see, our subject is selected for us. So afterwards, you're just going to go around the image to make sure the selection is okay. Just gonna go around like that. So as you can see right here, it didn't select this side. So we're gonna go ahead and then add that selections to it. So we're gonna select the lasso tool at the tools panel over here like this. And I'm gonna press and hold shifts to add the plus sign to it. And I'm just gonna draw over the sides that I want to add. That, and it's just gonna add it. So you're just gonna repeat this until all the parts that you want to add to the selection is selected. All right, so this selection is okay for me now. So let's go ahead and then just add our background to it. But before that, we're gonna create a curves adjustment layer over here like that, just to retain the layer mask. All right, so I'm just gonna reverse this Control I to invert layer mask, and then Control 0 to fit the screen. I'm gonna come here to our backgrounds. I'm gonna use the same background I used for for day 5. I'm just gonna drag it here and then drop it like that. Just gonna drag to fit, drag it out like that. Select OK, lower the opacity like that. Select the layer mask over here, press and hold Alt and then drag, make a copy of the layer mask and then drag it to the background layer. And select the layer mask once again on the background layer, and just select the brush tool. Gonna make it a little bit big by pressing the close bracket key, and then I'm just gonna change the foreground color to black, and I'm just gonna paint like that. This is the effects we have. Let me zoom in and then correct this. As you can see, the selection we did over here, it has come into our background. So I'm going to use the brush tool to correct this. So still going to select the layer mask on the background layer and then change the foreground color to white. And then I'm just going to brush like that to bring the background in. Out and go to the side. Just recheck in to make sure everything is fine. Yeah, this side is looking kind of white. So let's just add some of the background in so that it looks as if it's peeking through. Yeah, like that. So there we have it. Our image is looking good. So this is the before, and this is the after. Before, and this is the after. So I still have the color grade from day 5. So I'm just going to drag and then drop this color grade onto this work like this. And then there we have it. Our image is color graded for us. If you want to add some dramatic effects to it, you can just go ahead and then just add dramatic effects to it. Now, I think the lighting is a little bit down, so I'm going to add some lights to it. So I'm going to create a curves adjustment here, add a point to the middle, and then just drag it up a little bit like that. Creates this effect. Select the background layer once more, and then just adjust it to make sure everything is looking. Lower the opacity a little bit. Yeah, I think this effect is nice for me, so I'm going to keep it. Alright guys, so if you enjoy this tutorial, just check out other videos on this channel. The videos hovering around, you can just check it out. And yeah. So this is it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Catch you up tomorrow for day 7. See you guys. Bye bye.